Hello YouTube, this is SPTO again. The time for my review of the 2013 film Parker, starring Jason Statham, Jennifer Lopez, Michael Chiklis is in this. Nick Nolte has a role as well. Basically, the storyline is this: Jason Statham is a thief named Parker who gets double-crossed by the crew that he's working with, gets shot up and left for dead. He then takes revenge and teams up with Jennifer Lopez um, uh, to hijack the crew's next score. There are some good things and bad things with this movie. I guess I should start with the good. The movie has a lot of action. Um, it keeps going at a good pace, except for one part in the middle of it. Um, and Some background on this movie. It is based on the Donald E. Westlake novels, starring the title character Parker. These novels have been made into film before, such as Mel Gibson's Payback, um, excuse me, Lee Marvin's Point Blank, which is my only point of reference, and it the point of reference with Lee Marvin leads me to a direct comparison between him and Jason Statham, which I will get into. So, um, the bad kind of outweighs the good in a lot of ways. First of all, Jennifer Lopez plays a high-end real estate agent, which is very unbelievable to me. Uh, she doesn't come across very believably. In the scenes where she's showing Statham the layout of West Palm Beach, showing him houses and so on, are very poorly done. She just does not come across as someone who does this for a living. Uh, and her character is dumb as bricks. Uh, a spoiler alert, near the end of the movie, as Parker is getting his revenge on the crew, he, um, he sneaks into the house that they're staying in and is just about ready to blow their heads off and take the jewels. Unfortunately, Jennifer Lopez finds herself spying on the rest of the crew, and she basically gets herself caught, which is a really dumb thing to do. There are other things that really bothered me about this movie. For instance, after a big fight, which I will get into, Statham goes to Jennifer Lopez's house where she's living with her mother and is all bloodied up, looks horrible, but and she's freaking out. But her mother says to listen to what Parker says. Now this makes no sense to me because first of all, what the hell did the mother know about this guy? How is she suddenly, oh well, things are good, let's listen to what he's saying. And then later on, J Lo comes back to the house because she can't concentrate on her work. Find the mother having a good old conversation with Parker. And it's just really unbelievable. Now, the part that's really good about this movie is the action. Um, Basically, the crew is pretty well connected with a mob boss in Chicago. And the mob boss, named Danziger, hires an assassin to go after Statham. So basically, the assassin tracks him down and finds him in this apartment that he's staying in. Well, lo and behold, they get into a big, huge fight. Lots of kicking, punching, blood everywhere. At one point, the guy drills a knife right into to Statham's palm, and it's sticking out from the back of his hand. Just really, really bloody. Oh, kind of gory. And eventually, Parker flips him over the balcony, and he falls to his death, which is very well choreographed, very good scene. Now, as for my point of reference with Lee Marvin, which I'm going to get into right now, in the movie Point Blank, Marvin is just seething with rage. He got this inner rage inside him. There's a lot of self hatred. He's really conflicted. You get the feeling that at any moment he's just gonna blow his top and go crazy. In this movie, the character is more rational, more cool. Uh, when he gets into violent situations, it's basically very much what you would expect. Cause and effect. There's no real rage or self hatred or anything. And then what they try to do is redeem Parker in the end of the movie, which really doesn't square with the way I envision the character. Um, so it just doesn't come across very well. It's a really poor attempt at making the character likable. But all in all, the action is good enough. It breezes along. It's almost 2 hours, but doesn't feel that long. Um, so the action keeps the movie going. It's just that there's lots of these plot elements, and J Lo's character just it's not very good. So I would give this about 2.5 stars out of 4. Um, if the story was a little bit better structured, I think I would give it 3 stars. All in all, a good time waster, not a bad movie. Very memorable scene where Parker has J Lo, and he's trying to figure out if she's working with the cops or anything. So he asks her to strip off her clothes to make sure that she's not wearing a wire, and that's a very good scene, very effective. Um, one piece of advice for J Lo: please stop acting. You're not a very good actress. So that's about it. 3.5 stars. I mean 2.5 stars. Um, good time waster, good action flick. Um, that's about it. So till next time, bye for now.